My name is Victoria Newhouse, and I'm the author of a book to be published in April, Sight and Sound, the Architecture and Acoustics of New Opera Houses and Concert Halls. I never write about a building that I haven't seen, so the fun is traveling around to see these buildings. Zaha Hadid, the Iraqi-born architect, designed a fabulous opera house and in a separate building, all-purpose theater in Guangzhou. She took as a theme for the buildings boulders in the nearby Pearl River, but I would describe them rather like stealth bombers. I mean, they are very futuristic. The theater is all white. The opera house is completely sheathed in black stone. And inside, this is the first opera house that I know of where the horseshoe form is slightly asymmetrical, and the results are very, very successful. This is a spectacular piece of architecture. I'm a big Frank Gehry admirer, so I went to Miami Beach. I must say it surpassed all my expectations. The concert hall, the use of light-colored wood, the multicolor upholstery on the seats, the way there's kind of slats of wood used on certain partitions. When I walked into the hall, it was very, very much like walking into a beautiful garden setting. They project videos of the concert taking place inside. The wall cast is on the outside facade. So one of the thrilling things for me was emerging from a concert inside and being faced with this wonderful group of 1,000 people in the park, enjoying the same concert that I had just enjoyed in a more formal way inside. And it's free. The Jean Nouvel Danish radio broadcasting building is very striking. In fact, Nouvel himself described his concert hall like a meteorite that had fallen from the sky. And what he came up with is a large building entirely covered in blue mesh. What makes this concert hall so elegant is the painting on the upper wall, which surrounds the round concert hall. It's executed in very, very beautiful, warm autumn colors. The Wiley Theater, the architects Rem Koolhaas and Prince Ramos said it would be a theater for everything. What they did, which is extremely innovative, was take all of the support spaces that any theater needs, and instead of surrounding the stage house with them, they stacked them vertically in 10 floors above the ground floor where the stage is. It freed up the whole ground floor area of columns, so they were much freer to design seating and the stage in ways that are reconfigurable electronically. So you press a button and a wall disappears or appears, seats disappear or come back, balconies can be moved. So that's very, very economical. The Oslo Opera House has become famous for many, many reasons. First of all, extraordinary architecture. Also the cost of building it, which came to almost $1 billion. It has this sloping roof. It's designed so that you really have very little view of the protective balustrades. So you really have the feeling as if you're walking in a challenging environment with very little protection, which is exciting. One of the partners of the firm who built it said, if you can walk on something, you feel you own it. My first experience of the Oslo Opera House was strolling on it around midnight one snowy night. The roof has fabulous views of Oslo, and to be up there relatively alone, as opposed to during the day when it's packed with people, I felt I owned the city. I hope, as in the case of my books on art museums, that the people who read this book will take away a keener awareness of the relationship, the very strong relationship, between the space and what takes place in the space.